let's see if I could do this without butchering it too bad. I listened to a speaker this week, and he was talking about how people live in the green, optimal, yellow, mid, mild, caution, and the red, which is the warning area. It's the danger zone. People bounce back and forth. I know I do. I go to the red, yellow, green, probably every day. I spend a lot of time in the yellow, which make that for what it is. Obviously, optimal is green. So you know what your optimal is and you know what your spiraling is. So you make up the definition of what green, yellow, and red is. Anyways, there was an exercise and he had us write down what gets you into the green, and then he had us write down what it's like to be in the green. So of course, because just in case I had to present, I didn't really put much effort into this. I just wrote down what gets me into the green is my family, my kids, my wife, being present for my kids, being fully present for my wife when we sit down for dinner. I'm staring at her in the eyes and we're actually talking and I'm paying attention to her. That's what gets me into the green. And then whenever I went over to what it's like to be into the green, hell, I wrote down the same exact answers. So it made me realize that what gets me to the green isn't what it looks like to be in the green. Honest to God, what gets me to the green is doing really, really hard things. And that doesn't have to just be working out. For me specifically, it's running my 10 miles a day or doing hundreds of, 1,000 push-ups a week, whatever it is, pushing my body physically. But this week, for example, I did a public speaking challenge where I presented something in front of 70 plus people. That's my biggest fear, public speaking. Oh my God, it sucked. I hated it. But after it was done, it filled the cup a little bit. I was in the green a little bit from that. And then that morning working out put me in the green even more. So anyways, what I'm getting at is don't focus on the wrong things. To get into the green doesn't have to be playing with your kids, staring at your wife when you're eating, talking to her, being present, having an abundance of money, having clear goals. That's what you might look like while you're in the green. So it's very important. Get into the green. Get into the green before you start focusing on the things you need to focus on while you're in the green. If you don't do that, you'll be like me up to this point, to where you're half in. You're not fully present when you're with your kids or with your wife. You're not giving them the attention that they deserve. So going forward, I'm getting into the green before I focus on those things. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. See you tomorrow.